And we're off. We're leaving Foss Harbor today. It's June 5th. Gonna do a haul out over at Gig Harbor and get a new survey done because of insurance purposes. As some of you know, current insurance company, who's Pantaneous, is no longer going to be in the insuring market. They're going to be only brokers and coming out of the US altogether. So that leaves us finding new insurance by the 22nd of August. And most insuring companies want to survey newer than 3 years or newer, and ours is 2 years 9 months. We do have a broker working on some stuff right now that will take the current survey and go off of that, so we'll see. We don't want to have to do this again in another year, so I'm looking for the full-time coastal cruising, West Coast, Canada, Alaska, back down Panama, through the Panama Canal and the eastern seaboard, and then we'll go from there to make our trip over to the Mediterranean. So in the meantime, it is a cool day. It's overcast, light winds, as you can tell by the water, and we do have a time frame to pick up the surveyor and to get to the lift, so we won't be sailing on the way over. And depending on how much time we end up spending in the lift, having the rigging rechecked, survey done, we may get to play a little, or we may not. But here's a look at what we see on our way out of Commencement Bay. So we're sitting here out in Commencement Bay at low tide. It's coming in, but we don't have enough water underneath us to get into Gig Harbor. And so we've got to kind of sit and wait, talking to our surveyor right now. But while we're doing that, I got a seal playing around right out here. Thought I'd try to just get a picture of him. He's just bobbing along, not paying any attention, just having fun. We've had a couple others out here. I don't know where they went. Oh, they're back there. You can see those two black specks back there. That's seals. And some nice beach over there. But that housing that you can see over on the hill over there, that's Gig Harbor. We just have to be really careful getting in there. We got a 5-foot draft, prefer to have 5.5 underneath us minimum. So it's going to be tight. We just have to sit here and kind of wait it out. So thought I would just take a picture of us just bobbing in the water. And I think I'll go down and make some lunch. And we'll sit here and chill. It's a nice day. Doesn't really do you any good. But we enjoy coming over here. And I'll just continue to give you a look around as we come in before I have to go outside and handle some lines. Swing around here and head into the wind, so we might get some noise. That gray building with the white steering wheel in the gable of it is where we have to go to get hauled out. And so in the meantime, you have to watch for kayakers and canoers, and they do a lot of training in here. We've watched them at times when we've been anchored out here, at really working those kids hard at pushing those canoes and the multiple, what are they called, the ones with the multiple people in them? The bigger canoes where they're doing team rowing. And it's just been kind of cool here's where they also have the gondola, right? Yeah, here's where the guy is that has 2 gondolas, and when social distancing is not in play, he is for hire to take you out, and he sings and strolls you all over. Depends on how long you want as to the cost of it.
Like being in Venice.
But it's like just being in Venice. He dresses like it, and it's just so cool. So anyway, just ahead of that guy on his canoe or his paddleboard or whatever he's in, kayak maybe, is where we're gonna go. So I'm gonna let you go, and I'll give you a look when we get in the sling and on dry land.
Looks like nice new camp.
Yeah, the end of 18 and into 19, and then we got covers for all of it.
Yeah, looks great.
Take care if you're on
You
camera.
gotta get John in it too, you know?
Get that. Vern's over there.
This is John. Vern.
Vern. Vern's gonna give me.
Nice to meet you, Vern.
Nice to meet you. Nice hat. Thank you. I love that hat.
So we'll get you down here, dude.
Okay, I appreciate that. I wanted to know if you want them to wash the bottom.
We'll see what the bottom
See what it looks like. It's,
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
put-
if we can save you some money, I'll do it because I don't mind getting a little dirty. Plus, you don't lose that aluminium paint.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it'll be up to you. Whatever you need. We're willing to do whatever you need done. And we had a second one made. The spare we had was a rock. So we bought a new second one.
So what year?
It's a Cal 46. It's a 1974.
Yeah, I guess probably 70. How long did it take this one?
They started out with the cruising Cal 40, and then they went up to the 46, and then they changed this, and I think they made like 96. Really popular.
This was going to California.
It was.
Go back.
No, it was California.
Oh, that's really awesome.
Thank you. We love it. Just love it.
I like the cabin.
We bought it in August of 2017.
Yeah, 3 years ago.
Yeah. Since then, we put over $50,000 in upgrades. We just got a new 6 kW Northern Lights generator put in.
Oh, good. Wow.
I did bring our invoice, but I
Expenses.
forgot to make copies for you.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But I did bring them so that you could at least see them. There's actually over 53, almost 54,000, and I haven't even got them all dug out yet.
So here are the hoist loads. The rear hoists are looking at around 24,000 pounds. And the front hoists are looking at about 9,000 pounds. So I don't know what the combine of that is. They'll probably figure it out one of these days and let me know. But that's a year and a half in the water. And here is our little paddle wheel. It's looking good. It's in the right spot. There is it's our depth sounder. And our depth sounder has not been working. So I'm a little perturbed about that. I don't know why that has become a non-working entity. It was working fine up until this year actually. So I don't know. There's our inlet for our water maker. So they're seeing a little play in the prop. Huh? No, it's okay. Yeah, what's his name? Chris is back there looking in the engine room. He's trying to figure out whether or not he could replace that shaft without pulling the shaft. But you got to drop this $1,000 to drop that.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
kind of go over, obviously the cutlass bearing's tired, you know.
Okay.
Tapped up the hull, it sounds great.
Good.
Okay, didn't see any signs. The rudder post is nice and tight. One thing I did notice right here is you listen to this area right here. Hear that nice kind of a crisp ping sound this side.
Not quite as...
So I put my infrared camera on here. You can kind of see a little different coloration right here. Now it can mean two things. We've got some water back in there.
Okay.
Or there's some fairing back here over this armature, you know, back inside.
Okay.
So I marked it out. I'll put this in report. So next time you haul out in a couple of years from now, take your hammer.
Okay.
This kind of runs down through here, but just kind of, it's like you find a lump on your leg and the doc says, tell me if it moves much, you know, or changes.
See if it's grown any.
Same, you know.
Yeah.
And I can't put a moisture meter on here because it's bottom paint and it's wet and it just goes off.
Right.
So, but you know, if you haul out in the winter time, I get a better thermal imaging view of it. But just a little different coloration here. I'm not sure if it's from sometimes filler will cause that, or some water laying back along the armature. It sleeps in around through here.
Right. Yeah.
Just keep your eye on it. But there's no real soft in the cutlass bearing. The hull sounds good. Top sides sound good.
Good.
And there's a couple places up around the chain. Fore peak, it sounds a little different. Put a moisture meter up there, nothing going on, okay?
Great. Always love to hear that.
Yeah. And Rick's over here looking at your rig right now. Patrick.
Patrick.
Yeah. Patrick, I'm sorry. What is it, inch corner, inch and a half?
Yeah, he was only dropping his mixer for it. It's 30 yards.
So we got some survey going on. Just checking things up here. His helper Vern is down here checking out the stuff all over. So what used to be a good organized cabin is no longer organized. We are at the city dock here in Gig Harbor. And lots of boats moving around. Still gonna try to get back to Foss Harbor yet tonight. So 6:44 p.m. we headed out of Gig Harbor, headed back to Foss Harbor. It's now 7:06 p.m. So about 21 minutes, give or take. We have a bridge opening set for 8:15 because we'll be coming in at high tide. We got a ferry crossing in front of us. And tonight's dinner is not what was planned on the menu, but it is ranch avocado salad. So that's on the menu tonight rather than what I had planned, but that's the way it goes. So it's still a beautiful day in our neighborhood. I still have a mess back here to clean up, but I mean the temperature is perfect. Literally no wind, as you can tell by my wind instrument. Calm waters. Nothing going on. Leaving the overcast skies behind us and coming to overcast skies in front of us. There's a shot of that ship that we talked about earlier and the ferry crossing and behind it. So obviously it's going to get there way before we do. Hey, good morning everybody.
Good morning.
It's Friday the 12th of June. We are back here at the Gig Harbor Boatyard. Coming again, we got to get our mast rigger up there for doing the inspection. And of course it's raining. And they had us pull in to the boat lift. We come through here. This time we could pull straight in. Last time we had to back in here. And as y'all know by now, our boat likes to prop walk to the starboard side. Coming out of here, it ought to be fun, because over in this area, over in here on the water, there's tons of huge pieces of concrete. But we are at a higher tide now, so we might be able to get over them. Wind is gently coming in. That'll push us that way as well. But Mark is gonna get the boom. He's got us all tied in the slip here. And he's gonna get the boom truck and get whatever the guy's name was, I forgot. Patrick up to go up the boom. So we'll sit here and kind of watch it. I'll give you a little more when he gets that all lined up. Sorry for the speckles. Thank you. All right, looks like he's getting ready to go up in his bucket. Marsha's doing her thing.
I'm just
She's our
hanging
good
out.
friend.
Just hanging out.
She's my love sister on the boat. We won't go into that one. We just love each other's boats and what we do.
Yeah.
He's braver than I am to get up there.